Hello everyone. So in this video we'll talk about another unfavorable combination of 3 and 7. Now, since we are in 2023, so in few of my videos earlier as well I've mentioned how how this year is unfavorable for people with birth number 3, 6 or 9. Now, if your date of birth is on the 3rd, 12th, 21st or 30th of any month, then your birth number is 3. And if your date of birth is on the 7th, 16th or 25th of any month, then your birth number is 7. And the sun sign that are ruled by the number 3 are Pisces and Sagittarius, whereas the one that is ruled by 7 is Cancer. So, like I've tried to explain this earlier as well, that whenever any combination is unfavorable, like that should be kept in mind whenever people with those birth number, people with any birth number out of the two is going for marriage. Say for example, a person with birth number 3 is searching for a suitable match, then in all situations such people should avoid marriage with people with whom the numerological combination is unfavorable. So in this case, if your birth number is 3, then you should avoid marriage with anyone whose birth number is 7, and vice versa. Like if your birth number is 7, you should avoid marriage with people with birth number 3. And also for other relationships, like you cannot just call it ends. Like you have to continue. Say for example, it's any of your relatives or your friends, but when you get to know of it, you should start being extra careful. Like not necessarily suspicious of the other person, but just be extra careful, because even if there's a lot of compatibility and a lot of mutual respect, still there are chances of misfortune and mishap. And the same applies for marriage as well. Like even if there is a lot of compatibility and even if there is a lot of love, I would still say that it would be better to back out, because as I said, it could bring around any unfortunate incident or a mishap or misfortune. And to illustrate and elaborate this, well, the greatest example would be that of one of the richest men in the world, Jeff Bezos, who's the founder of the largest e-commerce company, Amazon, which is also a large cloud computing company as well. Like his date of birth is 12th of January 1964, which makes his birth number 3. And the date of birth of his ex-wife, Mackenzie Scott, is 7th of April 1970, which makes her birth number 7. Now, despite being the richest man in the world and despite being so successful, founder of the largest e-commerce company, he was not able to lead a successful married life. And this was primarily because of this unfavorable numerological combination of 3 and 7. So this is how the numbers can impact or affect your life. Like you might be hugely successful, you might have achieved huge amount of greatness, but still you won't be able to even minimize the impact of these numbers, let alone nullify it. So that's how the numbers can impact the lives of the ones who bear it. So this was about the unfavorable numerological combination of 3 and 7. Jeff Bezos has a net worth of more than 12,000 crores US dollars, and he was even married with Mackenzie for around 26 years, but sooner or later the numbers did show their impact. So like if your birth number is 3, you should be extra careful from people whose birth number is 7, and vice versa. And as far as marriage is concerned, try to avoid it at all costs. And like, if you have to go for it, if there's no way out, please make sure that you follow the remedies. You try to uh, try to follow as many remedies as possible, which I mean the remedies that suit your birth number. Try to follow as many such remedies as possible. Same goes for the people with birth number 7, as well as like, if your birth number is 3, you should follow as many remedies as possible, and if your birth number is 7, you should do the same. And not just for like, not just in the context of marriage, but also in day-to-day life as well, like to lead an upright life, and to lead a happy and prosperous life. You should follow the remedies, and you should do whatever benefits you, in the as far as the impact of numbers on your life is concerned. So in the upcoming videos, we'll talk about some other such interesting topics, and some other favorable or unfavorable combinations. And also we'll continue with our series of predictions, and also like predictions of some major tournaments, or predicting about the future of some uh, key players, like also emerging players as well. So just stay tuned for more. Thanks a lot for watching.